In 2022, Kristen Harila was on her way to break Nirmal Purja's record of climbing 14,800 in less than 6 months. However, her dream was cut short when China didn't issue any permit to climb mountains like Cho Oyu and Shishapanagma. It was on 5th October 2022 when Kristen Harila decided to climb Cho Oyu from Nepal. However, Cho Oyu from Nepal is far from easy, as no commercial client has ever climbed the mountain from Nepalese side, and there is no successful commercial route from the south side. Cho Oyu lies at the border of Nepal and Tibet, China. Most expedition and climb occur from the Tibetan side. Climbing from China is relatively straightforward, as there is a road that takes you very close to the Cho Oyu base camp. From there, climbing route is easiest among all 8,000 years, and weather is stable. Someone with high fitness can simply hike the mountain without requiring any mountaineering skills. On the other hand, climbing from Nepal is like tackling a completely different mountain, known as south face of Cho Oyu. The south face can be accessed from Sagarmatha National Park in Nepal. Located 20 km from Everest, one has to hike to Gokyo, which serves as the base camp for Cho Oyu's south face. Cho Oyu from Nepal is very challenging. The technical route is steep and the risk of avalanches is very high with unstable weather conditions. From the base camp, one has to traverse through heavily broken glacier to reach Camp 1. From Camp 1, the route ascends a large steep face of snow and ice, leading all the way to Camp 3 at 7,200 meters, which is often exposed to avalanches. Above Camp 3, there is a huge plateau nearly 2 km long. It's so expansive that a plane could land there. The final section is also steep and difficult, featuring a rocky mixed face with several unopened lines. Cho Oyu has been summited by 3,900 people, but only 14 from Nepalese side. Those 14 were highly experienced alpinists. In October 1978, an Australian party made the first ascent from Nepalese side, choosing the right side of the southeast face. Then in 1985, during the first successful winter ascent, a Polish team ascended the south buttress, reaching the summit of Cho Oyu via highly technical route. In the autumn of 1991, a Russian team climbed Cho Oyu using the extremely difficult and long southeast ridge route, with one member tragically losing their life along the way. Finally, in the spring of 2009, Urbuko and his partner Boris Desdasko climbed Cho Oyu from the Nepalese side, taking the southeast face route. Their ascent connected with the 1985 Polish route at around 8,000 meters. Gyalji Sherpa, one of the most respected, strong, ambitious, and next-generation climber from Nepal, was the youngest among the first successful K2 winter summiters. In the winter of 2022, he was on his way to becoming the youngest to achieve the 14,800 years record. He formed a strong team to climb Cho Oyu from southeast face. At the same time, another Nepali team led by Minigma Dorji Sherpa of Pioneer Adventure Group with 9 Raj Sherpas attempted Cho Oyu from southwest face. With the objective of finding a commercial route from Nepal, Gyalji's team struggled to get onto the col between Tenzing Peak and Cho Oyu Ridge. They made it to about 7,900 meters but had to descend due to unstoppable jet stream from Chinese side. The wind reaching up to 100 km per hour and some climber falling sick forced Gyalji's team to descend back to the base camp. On the southwest face of Cho Oyu, Minigma Dorji's team also faced challenges with the strong wind from Chinese side. They made it about 7,500 meters, but the powerful wind forced them back to the base camp. In October 2022, two Nepalese teams, 7 Summit Track led by Gyalji Sherpa and Dorji Sherpa of Pioneer Adventure teamed up to summit Cho Oyu from southwest face. The objective was to set up a route to the summit so that the client like Kristen Harila and Adriana Brownlee could add more 8,000 years to their record. They made significant progress until Camp 3 but encountered an avalanche that swept away the fixed rope between Camp 2 and Camp 1. Above Camp 3, a non-stop wind created a highly risky environment, making it unsafe to progress further, forcing them to retreat once more. While Pioneer Adventure gave up on Cho Oyu summit bid, the 7 summit track returned to Cho Oyu in December for winter expedition. They were backed by record seeker Kristen Harila and Adriana Brownlee, and the fact that Cho Oyu's north face is still not open to foreigners in China. Once again, the 7 summit track team is led by strong Gelji Sherpa. They quickly worked on the route and was able to set up till Camp 3. However, a strong wind in Camp 1 blew away their essential gear, including tents, sleeping bag, and down suits. Gelji and his team tried to retrieve some gear by rappelling down into the crevasse, but it wasn't enough. Without essential gear, it was not possible to move further. The meteorological department in Kathmandu warned them about the upcoming bad weather, and they had to retreat again, losing another opportunity. Then finally on 29 September 2023, a Russian team of 5 members reached the base camp of Cho Oyu south face. They planned to summit the mountain from previously attempted Nepalese southwest route in alpine style without supplementary oxygen or Sherpa support. Their route was similar but slightly different from Nepalese route. Their route involved a climb to Lungsampa peak, which was technically challenging. They had to face all the challenges that previous team had encountered. Traversing through snow-capped, knife-sharp ridges, they reached an altitude of 7,200 meters. However, since their progress was slow on the long southwest route, which is usually not suitable for alpine-style climb, they ran out of time to progress further. The route was lengthy and they had to return to the base camp. Cho Oyu, a challenging ascent, not only for climbers but also for Sherpas and seasoned mountaineers. Despite succeeding on all other mountains, Kristen Harila declared it was not her mountain. For the time being, Cho Oyu will remain a non-commercial peak. Even if a route is established in the future, it won't be an easy climb. Clients would likely to prefer ascending from Chinese side due to the inherent difficulties and challenges associated with the Nepalese route.